Real quick, let's just grab everybody in the intro and get on with our lives. Welcome back, here we go. We are making a cocktail today called the Pago Pago. This is a very nice drink. If you're looking for something easygoing, refreshing, kind of tropical, something that might transport you to, say, I don't know, South Pacific or your back porch, the Pago Pago. The drink's so nice, they named it twice. To the bar. Hello? No. We're still filming. I should be done shortly though. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yep, we're still on. All right, bye-bye. Sorry about that. King Triton says hi. So, where are we? The Pago Pago. This cocktail, the Pago, oh, by the way, I'm not drunk. I haven't had anything, okay? I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy. Let's talk about the Pago Pago. The Pago Pago Cocktail is an interesting cocktail because it's lumped together with tiki drinks, but it actually predates that whole tiki craze. This cocktail is kind of proto-tiki. It links those classic Prohibition era cocktails with tiki drinks. Before, you had Trader Vic and Don the Beachcomber and all of their publications and that whole thing, you had the Pago Pago cocktail. We first see print of the cocktail in 1940 in the second edition of the How and When, which is a book I have right now. I had to go hunting for it, but I got it, so the emblem on the front is gone, but that just gives it character. This is the real deal, ladies and germs. The How and When by Hyman Gale and Gerald Marco. I'm glad my name's not Hyman. Okay. All right. I apologize to anybody out there who's named Hyman. Hi, man. All right, so in the book, we see the Pago Pago cocktail, but it's not listed amongst all the other cocktails. It is in its own section called Tropical Specialties. See that right there? So this was before, tiki, like I said, and they just decided to throw in a little section here called Tropical Specialties in 1940. Pago Pago cocktail, it's got lime juice, green chartreuse, crème de cacao, pineapple, and red Ronrico rum. Red Ronrico rum is a Puerto Rican rum, or was a Puerto Rican rum. And a lot of people think that this is a Ronrico cocktail because this whole tropical specialties section is dominated by red Ronrico rum. So we don't really know. In fact, we don't know who came up with this. We're fairly certain this didn't actually come from Pago Pago. Pago Pago, it's a harbor and it's the capital of Tutuila in American Samoa. I've never been. I've heard wonderful things. Actually, I've watched some YouTube videos on it. After this book came out, it kind of disappeared. In the 1960s, there was another Pago Pago cocktail that came out in Arizona, and I know about that one because of Beach Bum Berries Remixed by Jeff Berry, where he has both Pago Pago cocktails in there. The Pago Pago from the 60s, it's right here, has orange juice in it, and it's honey. I'm just gonna cover up this naked lady here. And then we have the Pago Pago cocktail right over here, the Pago Pago cocktail. So I just said that to further confuse you. Today we are gonna be making the 1940 Pago Pago cocktail. So now the booze, but first a quick word from our sponsor. This is my dad, the one on the left. He's a good man, he's got great hair, and he's a little bit shorter than I am. Happy Father's Day, Dad. This wonderful memory and video is brought to you by Aura Frames. Father's Day is coming up, right? So we gotta think about that for a second. And if you're the family photographer, you probably have thousands of family photos just sitting on your phone and nobody ever gets to see them. But Aura gives those memories a place to live in a beautifully designed Wi-Fi picture frame like this. Aura Frames has a number of frames to choose from for framing your framing needs. They look great, they'll blend perfectly into your home decor. I happen to have the Aura ink, and I love it because it looks like an actual photo. It feels like a real print, but most importantly, I like how easy it is to keep my photos updated. Using the free Aura app, you can upload photos and videos from anywhere, anytime, and free. Unlimited storage is included, so you can keep adding memories without worrying about space. The final frontier. You don't have to worry about that. Aura also uses smart photo cropping to make sure faces and important details stay front and center. If you're giving one as a Father's Day gift, you can preload photos and add a personal message so it's ready to go right out of the box. Named #1 by Wirecutter, you can save now by visiting auraframes.com, and for a limited time, viewers can get $35 off the Carver Matte, Aspen, and Walden frames with code ONDERS. That's AURA RAFrames.com. Promo code Anders. Support the channel by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Thanks, Aura. On to the film. Aw, that was my dad. To make the Pago Pago cocktail, we will need rum, green chartreuse, crème de cacao, fresh lime juice, and fresh pineapple. Chunked. All right, so the base is rum, but if you looked in that original recipe, red Ron Rico, that's Puerto Rican rum. So most people make this with Puerto Rican rum. However, I find I like to use different rums for this drink. I do. Puerto Rican rums, that style tends to be really light. I'm using a rum Agricole. It's got a bit more flavor. It's got a little grassiness to it. It's made from fresh sugarcane juice as opposed to molasses, but it works really well in the drink. And we've got chartreuse in here, which is gonna hold up to that flavor. The green chartreuse here, this is really important in the Pago Pago cocktail. Traditional specs are either equal parts chartreuse and crème de cacao. A lot of people will do more chartreuse than the crème de cacao. I think I'm the only person that likes more crème de cacao than the chartreuse. That chartreuse flavor is gonna come through, and the white crème de cacao is really light. It's almost borderline vanilla flavor. It's a real subtle milk chocolate flavor. Lime juice, freshly squeezed. The pineapple, these are chunks. If you want, you could use fresh pineapple juice, and in which case I'd say like, I don't know, 3/4 of an ounce or so, something like that. But if you don't have to juice it, might as well have the chunks. We're gonna muddle it. And this is the original recipe called for actually a stick of pineapple. Let's build. Okay, giddy up. Here we go. To make the Pago Pago. Make the Pago Pago. I've already been in Wisconsin too long. Let's start with the pineapple. 3 chunks of pineapple. Good sized chunks. Well, unless they're small chunks, then you're gonna want 4. Get what I'm saying? Eyeball this. It's gonna depend on a lot of things. How ripe is your pineapple? How good is your pineapple? We just muddle away. I've been muddling a lot on this videos lately. That smells good. It smells like pineapple. It's just proof that I muddled. It wasn't just movie magic. I'm really doing this. Again, I'm using a rum Agricole, but you can use whatever rum you enjoy. Into the large shaking tin, 1.5 ounces of rum, 1/4 ounce of green chartreuse. We don't need a whole lot, just 1/4. This stuff isn't cheap and it's hard to find. 1/2 ounce of a white crème de cacao and 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice. And as always, if you're looking to pick up any of these bottles, head on over to House of Bitter Bear, or you can get booze delivered right to your face. We are sold out of chartreuse though at the moment, so bear with us. Everybody's sold out of chartreuse. Now we can add ice and shake. Good job. We are definitely gonna wanna double strain this one because of all that mushed up pineapple. So double strain into your chilled cocktail glass. Might have to be patient with this one. The pineapple can clog up the works. Not bad. Okay, wow, there is no wash line. Now we can garnish it however you see fit. I actually ordered some orchids to go on here because I think that would be really nice. But the seller decided to cancel the order on me. So I've got to pivot. So I'm gonna be garnishing with a little pineapple frond. Surprise. Wanted to give you something special, but no. All right, just clip that on this side. There we have the Pago Pago cocktail. Cheers. There you have it. A daiquiri variation with chartreuse and crème de cacao. Thank you very much. But I'm actually going to take this off because this is not what I need in my eye right now. Cheers. Ooh, that's nice. It's light. It's kind of airy. You get a little bit of foam from that pineapple. You know what I get right away is that chartreuse. It's just 1/4 ounce, but it's enough. It gives you like an herbal pop. And I think the grassiness from the rum Agricole works really well in this drink. That blends right into the pineapple, and the crème de cacao, subtle. Even though it's twice as much crème de cacao as it is the chartreuse, it's a very soft, hard to even say chocolatey, just a roundness. It's really, really good. Oz, would you like to try this?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that's delicious.
Good, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Nice. I will say this. A lot depends on your pineapple. If you have a pineapple that is not quite ripe, or maybe it's ripe, but it's just not quite good, you know, it's all fruit is finicky. Sometimes it's a little bland. And if you are making this cocktail with a bland pineapple, the result is gonna be a little bland, in which case you might wanna add a pinch of salt, maybe even a little bit of simple syrup. Something to kind of give that a little boost. Or you could use saline solution. I know a lot of people use saline in a lot of their drinks. I'm very specific about what cocktails I put it in, And a lot of times, if the cocktail calls for pineapple, I like that salt in there. I think that really fills a void that you get with pineapple cocktails. There it is, the Pago Pago. Thank you all for watching and sticking around and coming back here every week. I always appreciate it. Remember, Hob, remember, grenadine, falernum, visual aid, good stuff. Made these in partnership with Portland Syrup, but I'm not gonna talk about that any further than that. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring today's film. Thank you, as always, for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers.